The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Adam Schefter has a new report on the Jets and what they'll do in the draft, and it's very confusing. It doesn't make any sense. We'll talk about that and more. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
Man, our Jets are primed to win another offseason, baby. We bleed Jets green each and every day. Will the playoff drought finally end? Kings of the offseason, baby. This is what we do. At least we have Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinn Williams. Prepare to be underdogs. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go, here on a Monday, show number 2 on the day. Before we get started, click the like button. And if you're a Jet fan that hasn't subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Help us get to 50,000 subscribers. Looking forward to this draft 3 days from right now. We'll be at Clinton Hall in New York City. Join me, Fireman Ed, and a bunch of diehard Asmaniacs as we watch the Jets and the entire NFL draft all together. Tickets are still available. But go fast. Click the link in the description and lock in your spot. Adam Schefter put out a story today on ESPN.com where he shares tidbits of information that he has heard leading up to the draft from basically every team. And in the story, Schefter noted a couple things involving the New York Jets. I will pull up the excerpt and put it on the screen. It's a little small, so I'll just read it out loud for those of you who don't want to squint and see the article. Quote, the Jets, who own the number 7 pick, have made a concerted effort to move in silence this offseason, as new coach Aaron Glenn put it at last month's league meeting. There has been less talking out of the building as they begin to focus on how to turn around a team that went 5-12 last season. So what the Jets wind up doing this week is still in the subject of speculation, shrouded in more secrecy than usual. But they did recently and quietly have Penn State's Tyler Warren in for a visit. And there are a certain members of the organization who are said to be, quote, enamored with the player many consider to be the top tight end in the class. If the Jets target the other side of the ball, some people around the league believe Glenn could target a cornerback with Texas Jedi Barron as an option. Glenn, of course, played corner for 15 seasons in the NFL. Let me make this clear. Taking a corner at 7 would be organizational malpractice for the New York Jets. Jedi Barron might be an awesome player. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense for the Jets, who are about to pay Sauce Gardner, have already paid Michael Carter, and spent money on Brandon Stevens in free agency. It does not make any sense for the New York Jets to take a corner at number 7. I'm not going to sit here and try and dignify this report. It doesn't make sense. If you're going to trade back and still take this corner later on in the draft, I wouldn't love it. But this is not a player that is deserving of being taken number 7. For some perspective here, Dom C., who appears on the show often and sent me his draft guide, he has Barron as his 4th-rated corner behind Travis Hunter, Will Johnson, and Azari Thomas from Florida State. He has a 1st/2nd round grade on Barron. He might be an awesome player. I don't know. I haven't watched a whole lot of Texas football and studied the All-22 on this player because I don't buy any scenario where he's a Jet. But this is now the second time in 2 weeks a different insider has mentioned this connection to the Jets. First, it was Albert Breer last week, and now Schefter today. I do not want a corner at number 7. They have too many other needs. You cannot justify this selection when you have Sauce, who you're about to pay, and you have Brandon Stevens, who you just paid, give him a 3-year deal, and you already paid Michael Carter. It just doesn't add up. So I'm not buying it. I think this is smokescreen season. Now, could they take him in a trade back? Anything's on the table if they move back far enough. Right? If they move back, let's say with Pittsburgh, this hypothetical trade, they go from 7 to 21. Pittsburgh's coming up. They want Shedeur Sanders, let's say. Well, then it's a different conversation. Because then you're truly just thinking best player available and you got a bunch of picks. You could justify it. Not my preference, but it's easier to justify. I can't justify this decision at 7. I would lose all faith in this regime already if they're taking a corner at 7. It's not like, I remember a couple of years ago, right? The year they took Sauce. There was a debate among Jet fans, pass rusher or corner. And I remember I was someone saying, look, I'd lean with the edge rusher if the grades are similar because it's a more premium position. And ultimately, they made the right choice. I'm glad they took Sauce over Kayvon Thibodeau, who would have been the pick to the Jets at number 4 that year. But Sauce was highly regarded, right? He was a can't-miss corner prospect. Barron is not a Sauce Gardner level prospect. There's a debate if he's even deserving of being a first-round guy, so Aaron Glenn might like him, but you can't take him at 7. Now, the other part of the story, Tyler Warren, I 100% believe that the Jets really like Tyler Warren. Question is, will he make it to pick 7? I think he will. Feels like there's a lot of buzz about Jacksonville taking an offensive player. And while maybe it's Warren, feels like it actually could be Ashton Genty, the running back. We know the Raiders aren't going to take a tight end. We know New England's not going to take a tight end. And certainly the Giants or the 2 teams in front of the Giants, Cleveland at 2 and Tennessee at 1, are not going to take a tight end. So I think Warren's going to be there at 7 for the Jets. And there's members of the Jets brass that are, quote, enamored with him. And they took time to take a visit with the guy. They're doing their work on him. You could see why there'd be interest. He's a really good player. And there's no obvious wide receiver to take. So take a guy that could help you in the run game and be an awesome option over the middle for the New York Jets and for Justin Fields, of course. But I'm sorry. When we start talking about taking a cornerback, Jedi Barron, I might not even be saying his name right. And with all due respect, I haven't done any work into this guy because you can't take a corner at 7 when you have Sauce Gardner, you paid Michael Carter, and you already signed Brandon Stevens. How is that smart team building? So I would be, quite frankly, disgusted with this pick. All right. Oh, but Aaron Glenn played corner, Jake. Cool, man. I don't give a flying F that Aaron Glenn used to play cornerback for the New York Jets. That has nothing to do with whether or not he could be a good coach. And in this case, he's the coach and the general manager because they're not making a single pick unless he's on board. So just because he might like this player and he played corner, that doesn't mean, we connect the dots. The Jets are now taking a corner at 7. Oh, that would drive me crazy if they did that. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. This is not smart team building. Smart team building is take a trench player or take the alpha in Tyler Warren, who might be the best pass catcher you're going to find in this draft. Smart team building is Mason Graham's there. You want to take him? Well, I prefer offense. I get it. Smart team building is you want to finish the offensive line, build through the trenches, and you believe that Armand Membu is deserving? I'm in. But under no circumstance can you justify taking a corner at 7. And even in a trade down, I'm hesitant that this would be the right pick. So I'm not buying it. I'm just not. The Jets might like him, but I don't think they like him enough to take him at 7. For some perspective here, Daniel Jeremiah today released his final top 150, his AKA his big board. His number 4 player is Mason Graham. His number 6 player is Tyler Warren. His number 7 player is Colston Loveland, who I think could be an option for the Jets in a trade down. Membu's at number 9. He's moved him up 3 spots. That makes sense. Now, Barron's his number 10 player. But there's a debate on, is he a corner? Is he a safety? I can't take a guy that we don't know what exactly he is at 7. When I already have some other guys at his own position that are on this team. So it's not like you have just a giant hole in your secondary right now. You don't. I can't justify it. So shoot me in the face if Barron is the pick at 7. I'll get out in front of it. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Reminder that if you gift a membership, you're entered in our raffle. We did the 23rd Asmaniac raffle this morning. Congrats to our 5 winners: Bo C, Rick Kent, Julian Manfredo, Anthony L, and JYB. If you want a prize, it's already on its way. That's how fast we move around here. This week's raffle, in honor of the draft, it's pretty epic. All right. Top prizes this week: signed Justin Fields helmet, signed Aaron Glenn helmet, signed Curtis Martin helmet, and a signed DeBrickashaw Ferguson helmet. Your top 4 prizes in this week's Asmaniac raffle. More prizes to come based on how many memberships we get gifted over the course of the week. But appreciate all of you supporting the show. I'm going to open up the Gusbuster Umbrella hotline. Call in with your thoughts if you want in on the conversation. Shout out to Big Bunda, who's an Asmaniac who uses his super chat. Which position has better options in the later rounds, tight end or right tackle? Depends who you talk to. I think a lot of people would say tight end, although I've heard some people say that I could find like a right tackle on day 3 as well. I think it goes Warren, Loveland, then there's a pretty big drop-off after that in terms of the tight end. So it'll be interesting to see how the Jets view that. Z-Breed says, Warren, Membu, and Campbell are all gone. Who do you take at 7? Warren, Membu, and Campbell are all gone? Is Graham there? I'll take the best player in that scenario. Give me Mason Graham. Mitch W. is in the raffle for 1. He signed up the old-fashioned way. Thank you very much, Mitch. Jets Johnny, brick helmet goes hard. Yeah, we haven't done a merch item for DeBrickashaw yet. We've done Mangled a few times. It was time to get some signed DeBrickashaw Ferguson merchandise to raffle off. So gift the membership, Jets Johnny, if you want in. Peter Castro says, Barron makes 0 sense. He doesn't make sense. You can't take a corner. Corner/safety. No, thank you. I'm good. I think I'd be terrible team building. JD says, if it's Barron, then Muji going complete rebuild with trades. I mean, who would he trade then, JD? You think he should trade Sauce Gardner? How would that make sense? Congrats to Beast Breaker. He says he just had his Minute Maid. Beast, I'm glad you had a little juice box. Love that for you. Adam says, welcome to the Smoke Show. Yeah, look, do I think the Jets maybe like this player? I do. Do I think they take a corner at 7? I'd be shocked. Shocked. Doesn't make any sense. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Are you buying the report that the New York Jets are high on the corner out of Texas? I buy they love Tyler Warren. That makes sense. I don't buy they take Barron. Ladies and gentlemen, the first person to gift a membership today is Brian Scantleberry. He has gifted 5 channel memberships. Give it up to Brian.
It's the Asmaniac membership raffle. For every membership gifted, you receive 1 ticket entered in the raffle to win epic prizes.
Brian, thank you very much. 5 members now. Here we go. If you hear your name called, you are to thank Brian for gifting you your channel membership. Listener, Stephen T, Peter, Over the Top 7-2, Aaron, Horn, and Remy, all receiving channel memberships. All right, comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your helmets. Mimosa in the house with a 20 spot.
Thank you, Mimosa, for your generosity and tremendous support of the Jake Asman Show.
Let's go. 20 names. Here we go. I'm concussed. Let's go, Knicks. Phil M. Jose De Niro. Allen has gonorrhea. Tyrone Garcia. Joshua Burns. Doug Johnson. The P-word assassin. Kyle Batar. Jose Lopez. AR Infrared Jets. Semi Philip Hannon. Your JV Free. JVM. Sam H. Sco. Victor Smith. All receiving memberships there from Mimosa. Mimosa, you're awesome. See you in a few days at the draft party. I appreciate you, as always, for supporting the show. All right. Get to your calls coming up here. So if you want in, the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline link is pinned. Fernando says, I'd prefer a Stewart/Genty, and those are bad picks. I'd rather take Genty than a corner. Because at least Genty, it's like we're going to score as many points as possible. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want a running back either, but I'd rather roll the dice on Genty, who is considered by many to be a top 3 player in this draft class, than a player in Barron who, look, it's one draft guide, right? I'm just looking at Dom's draft guide, but not everyone has the consensus he's the top corner. If I'm taking a corner in the top 7, I need consensus. I'm getting a Sauce Gardner type. There was no doubt Sauce was the top guy. It was shocking Stingley went before him, if you remember. But there's no Derek Stingley in this class. Like, think about it. Stingley went 3. Sauce went 4. You're not going to get a corner go that high if the Jets don't take him at 7. Wouldn't make any sense. I really don't believe this. I just don't think the Jets are, even the Jets, I don't think they're dumb enough to do this. I could be wrong. I'm trying to give this regime the benefit of the doubt here. I really would be surprised. All right, to your calls we go. MTA Winston's first up. What's up, Winston?
What's up, Jake? How's it going, man? Let's go, Knicks.
Hey, let's go, baby.
I'm just going to be a short one because I got to get ready so I can get down there. Hey, listen, I think this is all smoke. Honestly, I think that Muji, he's going to pick up the 5th-year options of J.J. Hammer. That's what I call him, Jermaine Johnson.
Yep.
Then Sauce and Garrett, right? But there was no mention of Brees.
Well, he doesn't have a 5th-year option. That's why.
Oh, he doesn't? Oh, okay.
Second-round picks and beyond don't have it. Only first-round picks.
Because I didn't know that. All right, but I don't know. I still think because we have, we've done trade business with Pete Carroll. I'm thinking something along the lines of we trade Brees for Michael Mayer, and then they do something with the picks where so he doesn't have to take Genty, he'll take someone else, and then we might take Genty. This is just what I'm thinking. I don't know. But I just wanted to put that out there for everybody out there. So that's it.
Look,
Sure.
I don't think they're going to trade Brees, but it's not impossible to envision a scenario where they do. I would not draft Genty under any circumstance, though, even if my plan is to trade Brees. Like, I'd rather trade Brees, draft someone on day 3, and then give Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis and that draft pick a chance to be the guy, rather than take Genty to replace Brees with him. Like, I'd rather still take Amembu, and if their plan is, I don't want to trade Brees, but if their plan is to trade Brees, I don't think it automatically means they're then going to take Ashton Genty at 7, if that makes sense.
And replace him, it could be, but also I just feel like Aaron Glenn is just starting over, like where he's just starting totally new. He wants them all young. He wants them under his full control.
He brought back Sherwood, though, right? Like, if he thinks the guy's a good football player, he's proven that he'll bring him back.
He did say he was going to watch a lot of tape on who should stay and who should go, and that's what he's done by resigning people like Sherwood. He feels like that's going to fit and do his system. I think I'm going to tell you low key, the Andre Cisco, that's going to be very good for us. I believe it's going to be very, very good, like very good. So. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. I'm on watch point. I'm on watch point right now. I'm broken. I'm on watch point and I'm broken. But I do see what he's trying to do. He wants to shift everything quietly under his direction. He's just starting fresh, man. And he just wants it to be, it's Aaron Glenn's Jets football team. Everybody on this team's a winner. Everybody's a player. He wants everybody to believe in the system. And that's why we couldn't go back and get Aaron Rodgers. And that's why we couldn't do certain things. It's wash it away. So everybody who's upset about, Aaron and everything he said on Pat McAfee, it's over, man. Got to let it go. I love the idea. It didn't work out. That's it. It didn't work out. I love that idea of it. And when he came, it just unfortunate things happened, injuries and whatever. It didn't work out. So I feel like we got to give this a chance. We got to ride on it. You know, Aaron Glenn is his first time. Yeah, we know that part, but at least he's a Jet, right? That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's I get it, Winston, and see you at the Garden later. Go Knicks. He's a Jet. Awesome. Now he's got to win games. Everyone loves the Aaron Glenn. We're built for this bleep, and he's doing it his way. Win football games because I love that he wants this job. I love that he played here. I'd actually going to wear real thin if this team goes out there and they stink at the beginning of the year. So, look, they got a real plan for what they want this team to be. I could appreciate Glenn having like a clear vision, but if that vision means you're trading Breece Hall, I want to question it. Keep your good players. Don't trade Quinn Williams. Don't trade Quincy Williams. Keep these guys. They're good players. I think it's telling that they kept Sherwood. Oh, Aaron Glenn likes bigger linebackers. That's horseshit. You know what Aaron Glenn likes? To me, he likes good football players, right? Jamian Sherwood's a good football player, so we kept him. So the same logic should apply to some of these other guys. They take a corner at 7, then all the trade talk about Sauce gets real. I'll tell you that much. M. Morris says he's a first-time unproven coach until he's not. Yeah, and I do think, though, to be fair to Glenn, the fact that he has been here as both a scout and former player, he understands his media market, I think that will help him. But that only goes so far, you know? Like, I think we all want to give Aaron Glenn the benefit of the doubt, but we also got to keep it real. He's also a first-time defensive coach who's never done it before. And he hired a first-time offensive coordinator. So I'm trying to be fair to Glenn, but it's also like we got to call a spade a spade. Like, he's very unproven. Like, you think the Patriots are worried about Aaron Glenn? You think the Bills are worried about Aaron Glenn? Or the Dolphins? Like, they're not. Like, they just got to show you something first. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Comments, questions, and your super chats go first. Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike is next. Hello, Mike.
Yeah, if we do some dumbass shit like get a defensive back or a quarterback or a linebacker or any of these positions in the first round, I'm going to lose my shit. Like, we can't do that. No, I do not want a defensive back. We need offensive weapons and we need a tackle. Like, there's higher needs than that. Especially when you have a two-time All-Pro. It makes zero sense.
I mean, the logic of taking a corner at 7 is befuddling.
If he had a grade on him, like Sauce, and the next Darrell Revis or some shit like that, well, then you entertain it. But it's either they worked out Stevens already and they know he's awful, or this is a smokescreen or whatever. I can't picture. I just don't want this to be real. I just don't. I don't.
Yeah, look, I don't think it will be, but can't rule it out. I mean, to me, it's more likely in a trade down, not at 7, but you never know.
If he gets drafted at 7, I am leaving on site. Just so you know, I can't take it. I can't celebrate with that much anger. So I'm just gonna leave if that happens. I can't take that. I don't want that to happen.
Let's hope it doesn't happen. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. It'd be nice. Let's get Warren. Let's get Membu. We move back. We get Banks. You know, I'm into that. I'm definitely not into this. First time hearing of this guy was just today. I didn't even hear of him. And the
I'm
fact
looking
that
to see where Connor Rogers has him. He has
most people have second round grades on this guy.
Let's see, does Connor even have? He has Barron as his 22nd ranked player. Oh, that'd be such a bad pick if they took him at 7.
Christ help us. That would be Jets, though. To be honest, it would be.
No, this would be very Jet-like. I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping that's not what's going to happen here.
I hope not. We'll see.
Mike, farewell.
Peace.
Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Shine just sent me a Venmo. He super chatted, too many gray names. Check the Venmo for memberships. Nick Shine is gifting people memberships. Nick, I appreciate you doing it via the Venmo. You don't want to give Mr. Tube that cut? I will give some memberships right now. Here's what I want to do. Hit the like button if you're watching live. There's 307 of you in here. You can't get gifted a membership unless you like the video. So hit the like button. I'll give everyone 10 seconds here. All right. Then be subscribed to the channel. And make sure you have in the settings your memberships turned on. Click on Mimosa's name. And then in your settings, make sure you turn on, I want to be able to receive a gifted membership. All right, here we go. Let's give everyone 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. 5 channel memberships were officially gifted. These are from Nick Shine. If you got one, you're in the raffle for our draft week prizes. Seven ways to win one. Butterscotch, Henry Confidential, Unique Islam, all receiving a channel membership there. Okay, let's keep it going here. More of your calls. The Hamburger is on the line, and he's next. Hello, Hamburger. Good to hear from you.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
How are you, Hamburger?
I'm all right, man. Been busy lately. Been working a lot and got baseball going on with the kids and everything else. So it's been fruitful of the family adventures. So how's my connection? All right?
You sound okay. Are you coming on Thursday, Hamburger? I forget. I think you bought a ticket.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm going Thursday. Mrs. Hamburger's going.
Yes.
And I even signed up my neighbor. So he's going to be coming with us too.
Oh,
so
hell yeah.
Coming 3 deep.
Love
so
that.
I'm very excited for that. I'm more excited for that on Thursday to meet everybody than I am for the Jets season coming up.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. I've been really disconnected from the Jets, and I kind of like that right now. I really don't want to buy into anything over this offseason, and until we get into the later months of the summer, like July, and right before then, like August, I'll start paying attention more, man. I have to disconnect from the team for a while and enjoy baseball for a little bit. At least I can be happy with that. So, but I'm always a fan. I will be excited when the season starts, and hopefully I won't be disappointed when the season starts. So we'll see.
Look,
I did. Oh, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just hopefully they use smart logic with these decisions, right? Like no one could kill them if they take Membu if you wanted Warren. You can't kill them necessarily. They take Warren and you wanted Membu. You can kill them if they take a corner in the top 7.
Yeah, I would be pissed off. I would be mad. But then again, it would be Jets. And, I haven't called since that whole Aaron Rodgers thing came out either. The optics of it weren't very good. I wasn't very pleased about how it was handled. I mean, you could have just zoomed the guy a call and instead of making him fly all the way to New York. I mean, to me, it was just unprofessional. If that's the truth, I mean, who knows? Who knows if Aaron's trying to, make himself look a little bit better. I don't think he is, but you never know. I just didn't agree with the way that was handled. I mean, if you wanted to make that decision, it's easy enough. I talk to people about my job over on Zoom and be like, hey, yeah, no, we don't need you, or we don't want you to come. I mean, that would have been much better than to have the guy fly out for, a 10-minute interview. So to me, it was, they had already made the decision, then why to bring the guy out there? So for me, it was just unprofessional and not a good look.
Yeah, it's not a good look for him or for the Jets. I don't think it's a good look for Rodgers to go on McAfee and talk about it. I don't think either side looks particularly good there.
No.
I did like that Muji just said nothing about it today, and Glenn should say the same thing when he speaks after night one. I mean, it's over. It is what it is. Hopefully they made the right decision.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. It wasn't great for Aaron to go up and talk about it on McAfee. He could have just said, listen, things didn't work out, blah, 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 and kept it to himself. But then again, if he was really pissed off about it, I think that he wanted to be a Jet. I know he wanted to be a Jet. So I'm sure he was burned a little bit from that. So he wanted to, like the match on the other side a little bit.
100%.
That-
Let's just hope.
yeah.
Let's just hope that, Glenn is right. That Fields is about to break out. That'll tell me a lot if they're the team that could get that out of him.
I don't know, man. Listen, my cousin's a diehard Steelers fan, and he watched them every week, and he's like, listen, they didn't want him running the ball, and they wanted him to be a pocket passer, and he threw for 140 yards. He's like, so I don't know what to tell you about what you're getting. He could be electric if he's running, but he just doesn't. He didn't feel like he was going to be a decent pocket passer, and I don't think he's going to be. Not that we have a lot of weapons for him to throw it to. So I think we're going to be a run-first offense. That's for sure.
Definitely. But, you could be a run-first offense, and you still at some points are going to need to throw a little bit. So hopefully they get another weapon. Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll stuff the box, and you'll be screwed, and you ain't going to get any yardage. So, but listen, man, I'm excited to meet everybody. I'm excited to see you guys. And I'll see you guys Thursday night.
Let's go, Hamburger. Appreciate you. Comment here from GMB Jeff. This guy's sad and no optimism. GMB, I know you watch the show, right? I think you got to understand there's a lot of Jet fans that are really, really pissed off with how this past season went, how the last 10 years, last 15 years during this playoff drought have gone. Like, you're not going to get 100% optimism from this fan base right now. If you wanted that was what the last 2 years were. And it didn't work out. And it was devastating how bad it was. Like, as far as expectations versus what happened, this past year was the worst year of Jet football of my lifetime. It was the most miserable, painful season ever, by far, for any team I've ever rooted for. And I'm a diehard fan of 3 other New York sports teams. And this Jet season was the worst out of any sports season I've ever experienced as a fan. So you're not going to get universal optimism from this fan base. You'll get some who, no matter what the Jets do, will always believe. And great. I never want to tell someone how to fan. But I will say, you can't expect everyone to feel the same way that you might. Show us. This fan base will be there if this team's good. Believe us, we want to root for Aaron Glenn. He's a Jet. It'd be an amazing story if this is the guy that breaks the playoff drought. But we can't get everyone to be optimistic. How could you? They had Aaron Rodgers. He got hurt on the 4th play of his first ever game with the Jets. Then he comes back. All the talk all offseason is, well, if he stays healthy, this team's going to be good. And he starts 17 games, and they won 5 games. Fired a coach in the middle of the year. GM popped in November. And it's not like they brought in like an established great coach like Parcells after he took over for Kotite. They brought in a novice in Aaron Glenn, who, while, yes, he played for the Jets, he's never been a head coach before, so we don't know. And they didn't bring in, an experienced GM that we could feel confident in. They didn't hire Thomas Dimitroff, who took a team to a Super Bowl. They brought in someone who's never done it. So it's just blind belief if you think they're going to be great. We don't know. I don't know if they're going to be bad either, and they deserve the benefit of the doubt, and we're rooting for them. But I can't fault anyone who's not like all in and believing that this is going to be great. There's a reason why the Jets win total is 5.5 right now. They're not going to be good in all likelihood. Hopefully they surprise us, but you got to accept that. That's what sucks. I mean, hopefully they don't suck, but it's like you can't criticize anyone in this fan base that is not like gung ho and ready to go and is super excited. Like, let's see. GMB says, I should have said it better, Jake. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt for sure. Yeah, I mean, look, until they screw up, give them the benefit of the doubt. But I'm reacting to an Adam Schefter report that says that a corner is in play at 7. That concerns me. More of your calls right now. Eric is up next. What's up, Eric?
Hey, Jake. So a lot of places have this guy as rated as like a 2nd round quarterback. So I'm thinking maybe they might be looking more in the 2nd round. I know it's set at 7, but at least I'm hoping. Even though in the second round I kind of want more of a pass catcher, I take him in the second over 7. We just can't make mistakes like that.
Yeah, taking a corner at 7 when it's not a position of need, and you're not taking a generational corner.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. Like, while Genti to me doesn't make sense, at least you're taking a generational quote unquote running back, like the top player in the draft. Some will tell you, like, that's different. This doesn't make any sense. I don't buy it.
He's not even a top ranked corner by most metrics. You know, I see a lot of 3s, 4s. I don't know him too well, so I'm not going to speak on it. But if you're taking someone at 7 at a defensive, cornerback, he should be, Revis or, someone who's going to blow you away, not 100%. The 4th ranked corner. Yeah, I'm still more. I want either Graham or Membu, because I think to win in the NFL, you either have to have a good quarterback or be good in the trenches. And I don't see us being good at quarterback this year, and I want to see some wins. So I would like to be good in the trenches at least. Give him a little more time.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I mean, to me, if you're not taking Warren, then take a trench player. I'm with you.
Yeah, and I have a quick question about the draft party. It's at Clinton Hall, right?
Correct.
Is that close to Hell's Kitchen? I have to see a friend before, so I don't want to go back to New Jersey. And okay, yeah, because I'm from Jersey, so I would have to go Jersey to Hell's Kitchen, then Hell's Kitchen back to Jersey, then Jersey back to Clinton Hall. So if it's close by, I'll just try to do it all in one trip. Oh, okay, perfect.
It's right next to Hell's Kitchen. It's right by the Garden.
All right. Oh, is it? Okay, I never heard of it before. I was just
What do you think West 36th Street is?
Oh, I didn't even see it on the thing. I'm kind of fucking brain dead. Oops, sorry. No, family show. I'm kind of brain dead most of the time when I'm watching, so I didn't even look at the graphic. Oh, yeah, so that works perfect for me. Thanks.
Eric, we will see you in a few short days. But until then, this is for you.
You get the fuck out.
Brain dead Eric on the line, according to him. Yeah, man. Hell's Kitchen, very close to Midtown. So, super easy for you. Looking forward to having you there, Eric. It's going to be a magical time. For those coming to the event, I recommend taking the train because it's about a 10-minute walk from Penn Station. All right, more of your calls right now. I'm seeing a champion on the line. Is he there? I see a phone. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, sing along.
The only thing better than Alden shoes is Joey D, 'cause he totally rules. Jake, my brother, I'm high as a kite. I love everybody. Damn, this show is crazy.
Psych. Hey, Bonesy. You're on mute, Bonesy.
I don't know why. How's my audio? This is the audio test. Same?
Still crackling. It's your phone. It's your phone. That's why it's doing this.
Dude, I got a new Android, and for 2 months or 3 months, I didn't have any problems. And then all of a sudden, I just started having crack-a-lacking.
You need the iPhone. It's very simple.
I can't have an iPhone, man. I bootleg my phones too much. I got all types of emulators to play video games on the train, and I do so much shit that you can't do on an iPhone, so I just don't want it.
You can do all that on the iPhone. The iPhone has all of it. Come on.
Well, I was really calling in for an audio check and to tell. I don't know why Jersey Jet is saying that I was, I was kind of supporting Glenn a little bit more.
Put the phone sideways. Apparently that will help. I am skeptical, but we'll see. At least it will fill in your screen a little bit if you take the lock off your.
Let's try
screen.
Let's try it.
At least we get to see more of you and the beautiful all.
Oh yeah, now you get to see my big nose and a nice peripheral. Does it sound any different?
That sounds the same.
At least I can balance it better when I have it like this. I don't have to hold it. I can just put it down. Put the phone in the garbage. let me call back in. I want to try one more thing. Let me call back in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Audio check with Bonesy. In the meantime, while we wait for Bonesy's audio to be checked, let's check in right now with a man who needs no introduction. We head to the lair where Beastbreaker is standing by.
You look at me, Rick Kent. You're officially barred from seeing my guinea pig. I don't want you sending me to the hole anymore. I hate your guts, and I know you hate mine, but get over it. What you said to my guinea pig was disgraceful. You're barred. Don't ever put me in the hole again. Leave me alone. Go parade around somewhere in your underwear, you moron.
Hey, Jake. Sorry about the mess. I had to play a little pocket pool on my phone here. To Mr. Bonesy, can you please get an Xbox instead of an Android? Androids are no good for when you're on the phone. Unless if you want to get a thing, get one of these. And get one of those things called the little whatever the thingamajigger is. But to Mr. Bonesy, can I please get some shoes from you? That would be great. I would love to get some shoes from you. How much would they cost? How much are they and how much would it cost me?
$900.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all taking a knife to my skivvies, huh? Nice try. Unfortunately, I'm looking for a pair of Converses. You know what kind of Converses I'm looking for? The high tops. I want them in either red or black or blue. I want a good pair of Converse. And I'm talking the good kind of Converse. So I'm just trying to look for some stuff here. And I'm also playing some pocket pool to cool off a little bit, drink a little Minute Maid, and and if we get Genty, I'm gonna be so pissed off. We're not trading Breece Hall. Forget that. All these speculations, all this is, you know what? Big fella said it best. You know what that is? Smoke and mirrors. So next question. Do you have any questions for me, Jake, that I need to offer?
Big fella says you should take back what you said to Rick Kent.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't want to talk to him. I'm gonna go my way. He's gonna go his way. I'm just gonna leave it.
What if he sent you to the hole again, Beast? How will you handle it?
I'm gonna get even angrier. I just want to be left alone in peace. I don't want to be bothered. I want to go. It's called, hey, you go your way. I'm gonna go my way. You leave me alone. I leave you alone.
Now let me ask you this: what if the direction you go happens to be the same direction he's going, and you cross paths?
Then my sister's gonna have to get involved. What's my
what is your sister gonna do?
Wait. Hold on one second. Son, WrestleMania died for me a long time ago. I'm sorry to tell you, it died 1,000 years ago. The Beast has almost fit. Excuse me. I do not watch Pornhub. I play pool. I play Price is Right. I play Monopoly on my phone. I don't watch bullshit.
Because I'm going lower to the camera. All right, how do I look? I mean, how do I sound?
God, that camera has a wide angle.
Mr.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
You have shoes that I can get off of you.
I don't, Beast. I only have I don't have any sneakers, brother.
Oh, yeah, because I'm looking for a pair of Converse. It's a size 11 Converse. They're the high tops. Do you have them in red, blue, black, or anything? Because those are the only three colors that I'm looking for. Do you have them or do you know?
I got no sneaks, my boy.
What do you got?
I got dress shoes and dress boots. Nothing that I can see Beastbreaker wanting to wear. Cause I don't wear them like that. So
Do you mean something like this?
I got something similar to that, but not a real Tim. That's like a Timberland, you know.
Timberland.
That's a Timbo.
Mike, I have a neck. It's right here. You see?
Dude, I can't. I'm on the store camera. How does it sound, Jake? On the store
you
iPad.
Sound great.
iPad.
You sound great, Bonesy. You're a good guy. But can I make a reference? You do work at a shoe store, but you're like Al Bundy.
Facts. I like women and I sell shoes.
That's right. You do sell shoes. That's why you're also known as the Great Al Bundy.
Right now, we're getting some gabagool. If you really want some gabagool, you gotta come get the gabagool. Catch you later.
Now you sound better, Bonesy, but the video quality is not as good. But that's okay.
I'm gonna come back and try one more thing.
Oh, great. Nothing like workshopping it live on the air, baby. Technical.
God, Jake, is he that important? Is he that important?
He is the champ, Joe. That's the problem here.
Exactly, bro. All right, I'm trying one more thing. Last thing I'm going to try.
All right, more of your calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for this.
What's up, Jake?
What's up, Kyle?
There are things that you say to one man's guinea pig, and there are things you don't say to another man's guinea pig. I mean, let's try and have some class and some decorum on this show. And
Well said.
I've always thought very highly of Rick Kent, but to say that to another man's guinea pig is crazy. It's crazy.
To be honest, I don't remember what Rick Kent said. Can
No,
you
I
remind me
don't
for us?
remember either. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like we're acting like there's 3 Anthony Munoz's, 3 John Elways, and 3, Darrell Reeveses in this draft class in the first round, and there's not, right? I'm fine if we take Membo at 7, right? I think it's a position of need. I think he's a good player. But I think that, in this particular draft, the best players that are pass catchers might happen to be tight ends. And we really need pass catchers of any stripe, whether it's wide receiver or tight end. So, at this point, Loveland's growing on me, right? Like he's more of a traditional route running expert guy, good size. I mean, not the size that Warren has that's the elite trait that he has, right? You don't see guys that kind of move the way he does at his size, and just knock people over. If they have a plan for either of those guys, then I would be totally comfortable taking them at 7 because, I'm not a scout, but the people that I read that I trust, they think very highly of these guys in the whole context of the draft. So let's get someone who can help us. I don't really care if it's Membu or one of these 2 guys, but to me, they seem like the most plausible, the most, ready to help on day one guys that are rated appropriately. And that's kind of how I feel about it.
Just don't take a corner at 7. That's all I'm asking for.
Well, I think that's smoke, Jake. I think that you've heard in the last few days, supposed interest in a whole bunch of players where they're probably just trying to drum up interest, maybe to go back. And that's fine too. Like I would love to go back 2 or 3 spots and still get the player that we want. We don't know if it's going to be there. We'll see. And I'm can't wait to meet everyone on Thursday and hash it out in person.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Kyle Clifton. Shout out to Gator for the Clifton intro, which we debuted on the first show today. Kyle Clifton, an active part of the Discord. You gain access to our private Discord channel when you become a Patreon member. Shout out to Blitz Got Beats, Curly Norman, and Daz for being our 3 most recent Patreon subscribers. Support me, patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. You get 20% off every item in the merch store. Your name added to the countdown ticker. You sign up for the year, you now save 20%. You get bonus shows and a whole lot more. So check it out, patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Kyle will be at the draft party on Thursday, and so will this next caller. Mimosa's on the line, and she joins us now. What's up, Mimosa?
Hey, Jake. Can you hear me okay?
We hear you loud and clear.
I'm excited for the draft party.
It's happening, Mimosa. Can't wait. I'm so glad that you're able to make it. That's awesome.
I know. So am I. I got a dog sitter in Orlando, and I'll fly it over Orlando. If you need help setting up, I'll be there like all day Thursday.
Oh,
So,
thank you. I should be okay, but that's very nice of you.
Okay, I know nothing about technology, but happy to help. I don't know what we're doing at 7. I don't know what, Shefty's tweet was about. I think if we go running back or we go corner, like we're done. Like we have those positions. Like I think in the running back field, like I don't want to trade Brees. I think Brees was poorly used last year. I think Braylon Allen was poorly used last year. I think coaching was terrible. I know that people say that Aaron changed a lot of the plays at like line of scrimmage because our run game was terrible. So be it. Like I think you give Brees another year to see how he does with a quarterback that's gonna run the ball mostly, then pass it. And I don't see any sense in getting a corner at 7 when you have Sauce and Michael Carter and that other guy that we just signed. So if we don't go offensive, then I'm leaving with PBM.
Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. It doesn't make any sense. Like some of the other positions we talked about, well, not ideal. There's at least some logic. Like I don't want Genty, but he's a top 3 player in the draft where it's not a great draft talent-wise, and we're getting an elite talent. Like I disagree with the logic, but I understand it. A corner at 7 just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think it's going to happen.
I hope not. I mean, maybe they're just, doing this to just mess with everybody, and they're just going to hopefully maybe they'll, go back in the draft. They'll maybe like the Steelers will want to come up. Like I think Shador is going to fall far. And there's plenty of teams that need quarterbacks. So we'll see. We'll see. As long as we don't get out of the first round, then it'll be fine.
Which Asmaniac are you the most excited to meet at the draft party, Mimosa?
Oh gosh. Well, besides you, PBM.
Yes.
And Bobby, of course. And I want to see if Bobby's brother is going to get like a little, he sounds a little fun when he gets like that. Big fella. I mean, honestly, like all of them, like some of them, like, I don't even know. I was like, you can have name tags with like people's real names, or are we just going to have to go from like whatever I mean, obviously my name's Mimosa and that is my actual name. So, but I'm just excited. Like, it's going to be so much fun. Thanks for doing it, Jake. Like, it'll be great.
Well, thank you for coming. I mean, you coming from Florida is incredible. And you mentioned Big Fella. Will you take a photo with Big Fella on the bed that we will have set up for him?
Is it going to have like those boxing ring ropes around it?
Full on wrestling attire.
Sure.
There we go. Love that.
I'll do it. Okay. Thanks, Jake.
See you in a few days, Mimosa. Awesome call there from a member of the 4.5% of our demographic, female demographic. Henny in the house. Hennessy says trade down and trade down again. I'm with you. In a perfect world, the Jets trade out of 7. I'm prepared for them to not be able to find a real trade partner. Best available, OT, receiver, DT, safety, that order. I mean, for me, you could swap receiver, OT. But I see your point. I said this. I taped an interview on Matt O'Leary's podcast that's airing tonight. If I'm the Jets, my first 3 picks, unless Mason Graham is somehow there at 7 and that changes the equation a little bit, my first 3 picks are offensive players. Warren, Mason Taylor, Jack Besh. Warren, Higgins, Ariante Ursary, or Ozzie Trapillo. I'm taking offensive players, man. How many teams in the league have as much talent defensively than the Jets already do? There's real talent on this team. Quinnen, McDonald, Jermaine, Sauce, Sherwood, Carter, Quincy. There's talent there. We have a defensive head coach, a veteran defensive coordinator. That's not enough to scheme up a decent defense. I'm not saying you don't ever add to the defense, but I think Cisco is a decent signing for 1 year. They should be able to coach up Brandon Stevens. They need to fix this offense. We want Justin Fields to be our guy. Then you know what? They need to give him every opportunity to be the guy by surrounding him with good players. Clancy writes in, Jake, can we get Beast an open tryout with the Jets? He's got the look of a young Joe Klecko. Well, Klecko was the master at the bull rush. I'm going to have to see Beast's 3-point stance and see if he has it in him. So let me check in with him right now. Beast, can you give us a little Joe Klecko-inspired bull rush?
Well, for defense, now if you want to play smart ball and you want to play your most dirtiest, you got to have your 3 guys here, your 3 up here, your 4 right here for the heaviest, and when you look in the defense right in the eye, you tell that bastard quarterback, you kill him, get him, get on the line, get ready, come get it, go. That's all you get.
I've never seen Joe Klecko do that. Dude, we need to find out what mattress model Beast Breaker has. That's the strongest bed frame in America, without question. Great technique, Beast. Love it. Matthias is up next. What's up, Matthias?
What's going on, Jake? How are you?
A nice little Joey there. Love it.
Yeah, I mean this whole week has been for little Joey. Ever since I heard that country song, "Hey, little Joey, got the gabagool." I love it, Jake. That's one of my favorite songs now, and I'm looking forward to tonight for the Knicks game 2. Hopefully they can get up. Yeah, look at that. That's great. You can't beat that. But no, I'm looking forward to game 2 tonight against the Pistons for the Knicks. Hopefully, we can get nothing in the series. Should be a tough one, but it's going to be great. Honestly, I wish I could go to the draft party, Jay. I know it's going to be a great time, but after coming to DR, I'm a little bit tight on money, so I gotta save up a bit.
Matthias, try and call back in, man. Your connection was going in and out every other word. Nate, we found Ricky's landlord. Man, the chat is brutal immediately. Love it. Australian Jet fan is on the line. You're on mute, Australian Jet fan.
There we go. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I called I was on the Bobby Midnight show, I believe, yesterday, and he said that he might not be coming to the draft party.
Well, that was before I paid him money to be able to get his hotel and all that situated, so he'll be there now. Don't worry.
All right, phew. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That was really my main concern. I obviously didn't get to catch much of the show yesterday, but yeah, no, that's good that the Midnight Brothers will be making it then.
Yes, sir. Is that all you called in to talk about?
Well, I had something else to say, but I gotta be completely honest. I forgot. I forgot.
Rich wants to know if you got laid the other day.
So I'm basically gonna say that I'm gonna keep that information to myself. It's none of your business, Rich.
I see. Any other thoughts?
Who's winning the NBA championship and the Stanley Cup?
Stanley Cup, I don't know. I think the Thunder win the whole thing in the NBA.
You don't think they'll choke?
I don't think they'll choke. I mean, if they got to the finals and lost, I don't think it'd be a choke either.
Yeah. I mean, they've got an absolutely stacked team. Like, surely they have to do something at least.
Rich is convinced that you not answering the question means that you did in fact get laid. Any thoughts on that?
Like I said, like it's my business, not yours. I guess I'm not even gonna lie. Like I might have to stop calling in from the club because I do read the chat and shit gets rogue. I can't even lie. But once again, like I said, I'm not answering any of those questions. Keeping that to myself. As I believe. But yeah.
Australian Jet fan sounding a lot like Darren Muji earlier today, being asked questions and not saying a whole lot. Well, I'll tell you what, Australian Jet fan, this is for you.
Hey, congrats on the sex.
More of your calls right now. Mr. Bonesy, Testing. Test 1, 2.
Here we go.
Whoa, you sound a little different. What's happening here?
Does it sound any different?
You sound louder.
I sound louder.
Is it still crackly?
I'm not hearing the crackle.
I'm using a different web browser.
Oh.
Joe Bonesy saved the day again with this great recommendation. So, Alan, I guess you're right about him, man.
What would you do without Joe Bonesy? Uh-oh.
Hey.
What are you doing here? I don't want you. I want Bonesy. There we go.
Oh, speaking of sunshine, how is he not going to tell us if he got laid or not? Bro, aren't we closer than that? I mean, you're coming to fucking America to hang out with us. You can't fucking tell us if you got a piece? Come on, my man. Tell me, baby. Give us some info on this. We're trying to live vicariously through sunshine.
It's just us. It's not going to be thousands of people afterwards that see this video.
Who in his area is watching the Jake Asman show?
Did you watch Remember the Titans yet?
Yeah, Australian Jet fan. Bonesy does make a salient point there. Your thoughts?
I'm not following. I said what I said, and it's gonna stay that way.
You get the fuck out.
We got to ask him if he's watched Remember the Titans yet, so he could get my reference, because I know I'm the only one preaching it, but he looks just like Sunshine. PD, I can't make that pitch, PD. I can't make that pitch. Oh, man. So this better be a smoke and mirrors for a cornerback, because if we drafted a cornerback, what does that say about what they think about Sauce? Like, you drafting a corner when you got about to pay one? Like, I can't.
He might be more of a safety too. They're saying he's not like a true outside corner. Like, I'm reading the scouting report on him. You can line him up all over the field. I'm not taking that guy at 7. That doesn't make sense to me. That's a guy you take in the 20s.
We have, dude. I would love a trade back. I really would. If the board falls and someone wants to come up for, say, Mason Graham or Shador or whatever the case may be, like, that would be recuperate some extra picks and then have the freedom to really take some stabs at offensive players. Man, I can't believe it's in 2 days. And, the Knicks being on is going to cause me some problems, because I am a diehard Knicks fan.
Well, that's why we got to hope they're up 2-0 going into the draft party.
Right.
So it alleviates a little bit of the stress if it's 1-1 and you're playing a pivotal game 3.
Exactly, because I'm going to be trying to really mingle and chill and, be in my Jets world, and the Knicks are going to be on, and I can't, when I'm watching the Knicks, it's every play. I'm watching every, it's none of this no bullshit, no beating around the bush with the Knicks. So I'm praying they're up 2-0, because
speaking of Bush, Australian Jet fan thoughts?
I was reading the chat. I wasn't listening.
You get the fuck out.
He's hating on me, man. He's got to see Remember the Titans. You're not coming unless you see the movie in the next 2 days, bro.
It's a fair point.
Well, what time is it? It's 5:15. Can't wait to get out of here. And Jake, what time can we actually get into the party?
7, I'm going to say.
7.
You come a little earlier, that should be fine. But 7 is the quote-unquote official start time. Is when you show up, you'll get the free drink voucher at the door.
Okay. All right. Well, I will be closing up Alden Shoes at 6 o'clock. Anybody who wants to have a pre-Asmaniac party.
The pre-party at Alden's, of course.
That's how we do. Things get wild at the pre-Alden party. So just hit me, man. Just stop by. I'll be here. Hopefully, I'm still working on getting Joe Bonesy's actually scheduled to be off that day, but we are getting him. We should have a switch. He should be here.
The old Joe Bonesy switcheroo, they're calling it.
Yes, the old Bonesy switcheroo, Joe Bonesy switcheroo. Shout out to Gator for the Joe Bonesy nickname. We've been running it, and now I name all my kids, Sonny Bonesy, Lola Bonesy, Dana Bonesy, Mrs. Bonesy.
I love it. Well, this is the best you've sounded. So whatever internet browser you use, keep doing this.
Yep, I'm glad that now I don't have to hear you guys knocking on my Android, because I didn't think it was the Android. I figured it was something. I probably just use too much shit in the background. I don't know. I was trying to clear cookies and cache and all types of shit to just for you peoples to hear me not sounding like a spaz crackling crack.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bonesy.
Mr. Bonesy.
Many are saying that the vacuum video of Bonesy's wife making fun of Gary is what put him over the top in his matchup against Gary 3D Boxing. Many are saying that. PBM is in the Asmaniac raffle for 5 reminder of the prizes this week. If you're just tuning in, signed Justin Fields helmet. You heard of him? How about Aaron Glenn? You heard of him? Signed helmet by AG. Signed helmet by Curtis, my favorite Martin, Hall of Famer, class of 2012. Signed helmet by the best left tackle I've ever seen the New York Jets have. DeBrickashaw Ferguson, the pride of Freeport, Long Island, baby. 5 memberships for Mike. 5 raffle entries for Mike. Pissed Off Grandpa, Fernando Velez, Roy Kamaladen, DH Low 3, and Wild Wave, all receiving a channel membership. More of your calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say hello to Snowball. Hello, Snowball.
Hey, Jake. I didn't think Bozy would actually take that advice about turning the phone sideways. It's just a joke. I don't know.
Well, his picture did look better because it filled up the screen. You know, you should turn your phone sideways.
My second comment was that he should put the phone down his pants, but there we go. I'm not buying the Schefter news. It's just smoke. I actually found out who the Jets are taking at 7 today, so I have a little secret. So I made a video about it. So I'm gonna plug Jets Worldwide. If you want to check our short, we had an expert come in and choose who the actually tell us who the 7th pick is going to be. So
you're not going to tell us? You're just going to tease this? You're just going to tease this? You're not going to say?
Because people have to go there and look. But the Schefter report is smoke. That's it. We're definitely going with who the expert on Jets Worldwide chose. That's it. So I can't wait to see everybody at the party, at the draft party. Can I put Fireman Ed's helmet on at the party?
You got to ask him.
All right. I'm going to ask him. That's it.
You get the out.
Thank you, Snowball. I have worn the Fireman Ed helmet before. It was an honor. Nate says, Jake, you got to start charging for these 60-second promos. I'll tell you what, Snowball. Just gift the membership. We'll call it even. Pay it forward to your fellow Asmaniac out there. Let's see. Skills, baby. At this point, it seems like the 3 choices are Warren, right tackle, or Graham. Unless they trade out and different players are then in play at that point. I mean, that's the unknown. More of your calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. Gary 3D Boxing. Hello, Gary.
I'm muted. All right, no intro, Jake. No intro.
I wanted to go quick.
All right, cool. If we took Will Johnson, I suggested this, or I
did somebody say Brock Bowers?
I mentioned this as a possibility right after the season ended. If we got Will Johnson, that's a blessing. All right, he's a really good player, and this is not a great draft. This is not last year where the top 20 picks are all loaded with talent, and you kind of just, have your pick. This isn't like that. Like I said the same thing about Genty last week. I said, if we get Genty, we got a damn good player. If we get Will Johnson, and I understand we're good at cornerback, but if you have Johnson and Sauce as your 2 corners moving forward, I would say you're in really, really good shape. Like, you're good. I wouldn't Throw
What
the
about the kid from Texas, though? You're a UT fan. What do you think of him at 7?
No, Jahdae Barron? No. Will Johnson.
That's
is
who
way-
Schefter mentioned the Jets really like, apparently.
Oh, I thought it's not Will Johnson. It's Barron.
No, we're talking about Barron. That's why I flipped
I
out.
missed the beginning of the. Oh, I don't really want Jahdae Barron. I mean, I'm not against.
You can't see it, the print small, but he wrote, if the Jets target the other side of the ball, some people around the league believe Glenn could target a cornerback, with Texas Jahdae Barron as an option. Now, the second time he's been mentioned to the Jets, Albert Breer of SI, had a similar report last week.
Oh boy, I'm not in love with that pick at all. I missed the beginning of the show. I assumed when they said cornerback, I just assumed it was Will Johnson. Yeah, Jahdae Barron.
What do you think of him as a player? You watched him.
He's not any good in press coverage. He's small. He's fast. Like he can make up ground in the secondary. He's not good. Like he's not a first round pick. Nate asked me about this earlier. It's like, can he play safety? It's like, not really. He's an inside corner, right? Like,
which they have in Carter already.
And I would say Carter is better than him. So this just doesn't make any sense to me. Then I changed my tune. I was talking. I assumed this was Will Johnson. Barron wasn't even on my radar. Like I had him as a second round guy or maybe a late first. And if you took him in the late first, you overdrafted him.
That's exactly the scouting report Dom has on him. He has him as a first/second round graded player.
Okay. Then if that's what we're talking about, why would he have jumped? Like I'm not saying Will Johnson is going to be as good as Sauce Gardner, but that's kind of a fair comp. He's big, he's physical, he's long, he's fast, and his tackling is not so great. Why would Jahdae Barron have jumped Will Johnson? Like that doesn't even make any sense to me.
I don't get it either.
No, I'm out on Barron altogether.
And even if they took him in a trade back, I don't love it. Like Will Johnson in a trade back, I understand because it's like you're getting the best corner, premium position, you're getting some extra picks in the process, but I don't get it. It doesn't sound right. Now I believe they're in on Warren. Like I believe that part of the report that makes sense. They brought him in for a visit. They think he could be a game changer for them. It's not a great receiver draft at the top, so they'll get the best weapon who happens to be a tight end. That makes sense to me, but the Barron stuff does not make sense.
No, I would be entirely out on Barron. That would not make, like, if they took Will Johnson, I'd say, okay, maybe it's the best player in the draft. You know, we're not in a position where we can really be choosy, like just get a good player. And once we have an embarrassment of riches, then we can worry about fit. But Jahdae Barron doesn't make any sense at all. And like, I like him. He's a Longhorn. He's from Austin. I hope he does great. I just like that is way overdrafting him. I would not be into that at all.
What are your thoughts on Australian Jet fans' night at the club?
He wouldn't give any information. I don't know. I mean, he did what he did. I don't know. He's an adult, kind of. He's like 19. That's technically an adult, right? All right. I mean, he is shocked and disappointed that the U.S. is strict on that 21-year-old drinking policy because he's not going to be able to drink at the draft party.
There's ways around it.
I understand.
I'm not encouraging this. I'm just saying, you know, he wouldn't be the first person to come to America that's not 21 that had an alcoholic beverage.
If I was there, I'd give him my drink card because I don't drink, but I won't be there. Maybe Nick Shine could give him his drink card.
It's true. We do have a request here. Beastbreaker says, put me on with Gary.
Sure.
I don't want to put him on if you're not enthusiastic about it. Where's the passion?
You put me on, put them all the time when I'm not enthused about it. Why would this be any different?
Because it's a Monday, 3 days before the draft. I want high energy on the show all week.
All right. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. It's good. It's good.
Would you silence or should I do one of these? Gary, you're right about one thing. These draft picks that these boys are making, what are they doing? What are they really doing? Are they that dumb? Seriously? I will not take Gentry. I'm sorry. I'm not taking him. No Gentry.
No, Sal. I will not.
I'm not going to.
Continue.
Gentry is a bad choice. Bad move on their hand. Not going to work. We need.
Why couldn't it work? Like you're assuming it couldn't work. Justin Fields played at Ohio State. They play in split gun formations. A lot of them. Well, they didn't use their tight end Ruckert a lot because they used split backs instead. Why couldn't they do it in the NFL? I don't know. Maybe they could, maybe they can't. But Genty is an animal. Don't be upset. Don't be upset if they take him. Don't be. He's a beast, that guy.
Understandable. Well, we already got our running backs. We got our top-notch running backs. We got Priest, we got Brandon Allen. We already got what we need. What the hell we got? What the hell we got the bitch at?
If Genty turns in to be the best running back in the league 2-3 years from now, would you be mad about it?
Well, sorry about that. I swallowed something wrong. I'm still saying no. We're not. We don't need that. We need weapons in defense, and we need weapons in the offense department. We're lacking in two different areas.
You know, thinking is overrated.
Ooh, sorry about that, Gary. Something went down the wrong way. I'm not dying, new Q. I just swallowed something wrong, you idiot. It's called when you swallow something wrong and it goes down the wrong way, it gets stuck. And I don't have bologna sandwiches. No, can't afford bologna right now. Everything is too expensive. Gotta wait.
You can't afford bologna.
Yeah, everything's gone expensive here. Everything.
Is bologna expensive? I mean, I like bologna, but bologna is relatively cheap compared to other meats.
I do too, but I'm gonna learn to cut back for a little while. Just cut back. I'm not inhaling hair. No, I don't do that stuff, Miss Roseanne. I'm sorry. No. We're going to go get draft picks. And Gary, what is your draft picks? Give me your best draft picks that you have.
I like Membu. I'm okay with Membu. I'm okay with Warren. I'm okay with Genty. I'm okay with Will Johnson. I'm okay with Banks. I'm okay with a lot of guys. Like, I don't think there's a spectacular pick out there like last year. There's no Brock Bowers. There's no Malik Neighbors. There's no guy like that. Like, we have to get him in this year's draft. So whoever they deem is the best player, I don't really care what position he plays. Just go get a really good player.
Well, you are right about several things, but we don't need running backs. We need weapons. And Jake is right about one thing. We are dying for weapons. We need the weapons. If we don't have the weapons, we're going to be the laughing stock of the AFC again for the 15th year. And this is so sad that I can just imagine myself with a bag over my head going, this looks to me like I'm dying. Well, I'm not going to die like this year. I'm going to pick our head up and I'm going to get back up and fight. We need to get weapons. And Gary, I'm right about one thing. Do we need weapons? Yes or no?
Sure, we need weapons, and Genty would be a weapon. Warren would be a weapon, and I'm good with either one of those picks. I'm not like Brock Bowers mode this year. There's not one guy I got to get.
Okay. Brock Bowers looks great. Where do you stick him? Where do you put him? There's the question.
We don't have Brock Bowers. You mean Warren?
Yeah,
he's an inline tight end.
Yeah, Warren. Where do you put him?
Did somebody say Brock Bowers?
Whoa, that'll drive you crazy. So where do you put him? And then I started thinking to myself, what about getting Nick Folk? How would you like to get Nick Folk back?
I use him as my nickel corner. Probably is what I do with Tyler Warren.
No. I said Nick Folk, former kicker for the Jets.
Nick Folk?
Yeah. A couple days ago, I was watching the Connor and Chris G show, and they were bringing up a point about Nick Folk. I'm like, he's out there. Why don't we go get him? I mean, Greg Zuerlein, he shit the bed last year. Why don't we just go get Nick Folk? I mean, he used to play for us. Why don't we get him?
He did.
Peacemaker 6666 runs the dark online, but his heart stirs in forbidden time. A guinea pig, small with fur of gold. His love a secret that he can't uphold. Oh, forbidden furry love. Not
Oh, yeah. Back to your calls. Thank you, Beast and Gary, for blessing us with whatever that segment was. Shout out to Snowball in the raffle for 5. Now it's paid promotion. Thanks, Jake. Jets Worldwide. Wide. Party with Peg and Artie. Hello, Artie. What's going on?
Hey, Jake. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Asmaniacs. How's everybody doing?
What's going on, Artie?
Jake, I was looking at the Jets opponents this morning before work, and you know how there are a lot of times first-year coaches have a lot of success, and this guy did not inherit a team full of, bad players. He has a lot of good players on this roster. I'm expecting the Jets to do well this year. I know people are going to think I'm looking through green-colored glasses. Well is 8 to 10 wins.
Well,
I think we're going to have a winning season.
Winning
8 to
9
10.
and 8. I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any excuse. We got to play New Orleans, who's not good. New England's not going to be good, even though they got a new coach. I mean, maybe they're going to be okay. Maybe we split with them. The Dolphins aren't supposed to be world beaters. Buffalo's going to be tough, of course. But we're playing Cleveland, Tampa. Playing a lot. I mean, who knows if Aaron Rodgers is going to Pittsburgh? If not, we're going to deal with Pittsburgh and Mason Rudolph. I mean, there are 2 games that we can win if we are okay. And that's what I'm hoping for.
If the coaching is excellent, there's a path to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot we're asking for from a first-year coach. You just don't know.
Yeah, and like even Muji on TV today, you can't listen to anything they say because he says the same things every other GM would say. So I mean, I don't even care what they say or do anymore. I just want them to win. I just, you know what I mean? Just win the freaking games. That's all that matters.
I agree. Now, what did you make of Australian Jets fan not disclosing his sexual prowess in Finland?
Well, he's obviously a respectful boy, and I appreciate that. But I got to think in Finland, and he's in the club a lot. I mean, that's not the first time he's in the club.
Yeah, he frequently tunes into the show from the club.
Yeah, he does that frequently. So I think he gets a lot of action, I would think. I mean, he's a good-looking boy, So, I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't. Unless, of course, he don't choose to, and that's okay, too. Whatever.
Artie, we'll see you in a few days.
Yes, we will, Jake. Looking forward to seeing everybody. I've been talking with Jake Quest and the Long Island boys. Me and Peg are going to meet up with them and travel in together. So I'm so looking forward to it. We're going to have a great time.
Let's go.
You get the out.
Coming to the draft party, baby. Can't wait. Seems like people really like the Forbidden Furry Love Beastbreaker song. I think the country version is very funny. I think it's just as good as the pop punk version. Now let me check in with Beast. Beast, where is little Joey right now? We got new viewers all the time. Can you show them little Joey? He's sleeping. This guy sleeps all the time, little Joey.
Not necessarily, because today, the weather's been crappy. That's why. When guinea pigs know the weather's crappy and it's not so good, that's why they're prey animals. See, guinea pigs are prey animals. I've known that for many, many years. The one lady that I watched from Germany, she gives out some good points that guinea pigs don't like cold weather. They don't like being out in this kind of radiated weather because it's crap. That's
Dana hasn't seen little Joey on camera yet. That's what I'm
I
saying.
know. Well, my cam can't reach that far because the cam's always has like a small radius of how many feet it goes. And he's sleeping. He's his little boy right now. I just gave him his exercise earlier. Plus, I don't like these draft picks. If I see some bad draft picks, I see one bad draft pick. This is what's going to happen.
You get the out.
Thank you very much, Beast. Hit the like button if you haven't. Comments, questions, super chats. Gator says, can't let Rick Kent see little Joey. He's banned. Yes, Rick Kent is banned from seeing little Joey. Jake, I need $700 says, you need to get a job. DNAD says, don't put little Joey on Neil's porch. Peter Castro, Neil wants to meet little Joey. Christopher says, Jake, tell Beast he's a great guinea pig dad. Hey, Beast, you're a great guinea pig dad.
Hey, gracias.
Let's see. Tom says, Jake, can you ask Beast to grow out his hair? Beast, can you grow out your hair?
Excuse me, my hair is perfectly fine. This is the Road Warriors version when the Road Warriors started in the 80s. Also, there's another tag team from ECW that do this kind of thing. Perry Saturn and John Cronus, the Eliminators. That was the tag team of 97 that kicked the crap out of the Dudley Boys. And go to anybody who remembers ECW, go check it out. If you
Get
want
the f out.
Thank you very much, Beast. Last chance to get in here. Appreciate all of you tuning in. A reminder this week, epic raffle. Fields helmet, AG helmet, Curtis Martin helmet, and DeBrickashaw helmet to start us off. More prizes to be announced. I have to imagine we're the first show to give away a Fields item because he did an autograph signing like 3 weeks ago, and I reached out immediately and bought some stuff. Jersey Jet says, wake his ass up. It's not like he has to go to work tonight. Beast, would you consider waking up little Joey for Jersey Jet?
Jersey Jet, do you know anything about guinea pigs? No, son. Guinea pigs are prey animals. The one lady from Germany will even tell you. They don't like being in the cold weather.
Get the f out.
That's a no. It's not going to happen, Jersey Jet. How dare you? And Morris, don't bring little Joey to One Jets Drive. It might draft him at 7. He's a little thick. Maybe he's our right tackle. Man. I don't know. Got to at least consider it, right? Reminder, this show's available in podcast form, Apple or Spotify. Tune in, Jake Asman Show. Get the show as a podcast if you haven't subscribed there already. The show is always live and for free on YouTube. If you want to listen to an audio form for free afterwards, download the podcast. Clancy says, the German guinea pig lady, LOL. I do think we're going to start to see some names in the chat be related to the German guinea pig lady, knowing how this chat operates. Hamburger says, Jake, did you get my 5 minutes? Oh, I missed this, Hamburger. Thank you, bro. Oh, I clicked it. Hamburger in the raffle for 5. Hamburger, thank you for the heads up. I completely missed this. I didn't see it somehow. It didn't come through. This is for you.
Show me the money.
Show me the money! Money.
There you go.
It's probably way too far back in the chat to get the names, but if you got a membership from Hamburger, thank him for gifting you a membership. Last chance to get in here. All right. Otherwise, I'm going to end the show early because I'm going to the Knicks game tonight. So all good. Let's see. Australian Jet fan, anything you want to add? A lot of people have weighed in on what you did or didn't do the night you called in from the club. Is there anything you want to say before I sign off?
Okay, I go maybe once a week, all right? I don't live there. I'm not that much of a club rat, all right? But I do
Is it
actually
true they call
have
you Clubber Lang?
No, no one's ever called me that. I do have an animal story though. I'm scared to tell it on here though because I don't want to upset Beast Breaker.
Well, you almost have to just tell us now at that point.
So basically, right, I had back when I was in school, there was this coach that worked at my school, right? And he used to live in Japan. And he had a pet hamster. And then basically he left to go somewhere else for a couple of days, and he left one of his windows open, and this was during winter. So the hamster cage was by the windowsill, and while he was gone, like it flooded with snow in there, and when he came back, the hamster was frozen rock solid. And then when he thawed the hamster out, its leg snapped off. The hamster somehow survived, but then died like 3 days later.
Oh. Beast, your thoughts?
Before you do anything, there's a fake little Joey on here. Please remove him.
There's a fake little Joey?
I'm not. It's fake. It's fake. I know it's
Wait
fake.
a second.
It's fake.
Little
It's
Joey
fake.
wrote in, help, Beast is cooking me. This is not
It's
actually
fake.
Little Joey?
It's fake. I'm sorry. It's fake. I'm not going to yell now. It's fake. It's just fake. It's fake. It's fake.
How do we know it's fake and not actually your
I
guinea
know
pig?
it's fake. I know. You know, I can tell this is fake. This is Bobby Beasley again with his cheesy, weak crap. I'm not having it. Unacceptable. No. No. And I mean no. Not accepting it. It's unacceptable.
Apparently, Little Joey gifted Tom Ace a membership.
I don't know about that, Jack. That to me, that sounds pretty fake in my book, because little Joey's right there sleeping, and I'm trying to be nice, but I know it's Bobby Beasley, because don't think I don't know. Oh, I do know.
Who's Bobby Beasley?
This is a man from Wisconsin, a former sex offender and a sicko, and I don't think I don't know. I got every bit of evidence on him from top to bottom. I'm like a cop. I'm gonna play hard and I'm gonna play fair. Anyway,
Does Little Joey believe in achievement?
Yes, he does. See, guinea pigs, kids, they believe in achievement. You know why? Because they are smart. And no, Little Joey, get lost, SA, because you're fake. See you later, fake boy. Go back to stupid town. You know. No, I do not eat guinea pigs, Mr. Castro. You are wrong. Wrong. This is it. No more. No more. That's it. Enough. Enough. Cut. Cut it.
Roseanne wants to know, do you serve Little Joey
No.
bologna sandwiches?
Guinea pigs eat fruits and veggies. They also eat 10% of pellets. Pellets are also known as good body weight. They also like to have their hay. That's what they're supposed to have 80% of the time. That's what, come on, I don't think I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I know this stuff from the back of my head. I've been doing it for 15 years. I've learned. Thank you. Well, Purple Belt Mike, let me just say this. Let me say this, my friend. I've learned a lot since I've been actually watching some cop shows, because I watch every move people make nowadays. You know, you got sickos out here that don't want to listen. You got pedophiles that want to date 13-year-olds. That I find that rather disgusting. And I'm going to say this, and let me just say this about Mr. Beasley. The man's not trusted. He's a liar and a disgrace to the Asmaniacs and a disgrace to humanity and society. See, I love society. See, I like kids. I respect them. I respect the world, and I respect every other national culture from top to bottom. I don't care if it's brown, black, anything else. But this is the way it is, and that's the way it goes. And no, I do not buy spoiled cold cuts, because that's stupid. Why would you buy spoiled cold cuts? Are you that stupid? I go to the store and buy them fresh. You know why? Because it's up here. God's sake, common sense is right in the goddamn brain. Have some achievement, people. God damn it, have some achievement.
Indy Jets wants to know, do guinea pigs make for good mini bacon bites?
No, they do not eat bacon. No, bacon is disgusting. They don't eat that stuff. They eat fruits and veggies and pellets and hay. They know they're good. They know their food, and they want what they want. See, my guinea pig is more of a special guinea pig. He's special. I know, because I've known this for 15 years. I learned all the tricks of the trade. It's not difficult. It's not rocket science, people. There is no gerbil menu at Wendy's, and you must be either stupid, because if your IQ is below a 2 or a 1, then you're not up to standards in my book. You're not up to standards. Excuse me? Mr. Bobby Beasley, I know it's you, Little Joey, because it is you. I got you scouted. You're nothing but the bigger fraud, because I got you right where I want you. And remember, I'm the cop and you're the little pug. And just remember, I'm the pimp and you're the hoe. Now.
I'd imagine Little Joey woke up after all that yelling piece. So if he's awake and you want to show him here, happy to put him on at the end of the show. All right. Peter Castro's gifted 5. Last chance to get in the raffle for today. 5 memberships from Peter. Here we go. If you hear your name called, you think Peter Castro, Joe Giamano, Beastbreaker eats Little Joey 74, Jet Crazy 87, Private, and Adrian Aragandi, all receiving a channel membership. Please click the like button if you haven't already. We are 3 days away from the draft. Some draft tickets still are available for Thursday. It's going to be a great night. Join me, Fireman Ed, some of your favorite Asmaniacs. Come watch the draft. If you're a Knicks fan, the game will be on several of the TVs as well. So we got you covered there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I got breaking news before we head out of here. You're all about to witness greatness at the buzzer. I was about to hit the end button on the show. But when opportunity knocks, you take full advantage.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
There you go.
Little Joey's here, baby.
Look, I mean, he's getting his rub right now under his chin. He likes that too. If you rub him like this, he likes that a lot. See, he's a good boy. He's only 8 months old. He's about to have a birthday soon, and he's telling me he's ready to go eat because he wants to have his watermelon. And as a matter of fact, I got to go get him watermelon from the store tomorrow. $5 a thing of watermelon. He likes that stuff, don't you little fella? And I know you want to get going because you got a Knicks game to go to tonight. And oh yeah, game 2. Hey, Knicks fans, let's go get those goddamn Pistons and give them a kick in the ass. Oh yeah. And remember, and hey, to all the Knicks fans, let's yell it out together. Y'all got bitch slapped. You got bitch slapped. There he is, Gary. It's my little boy. He's getting hungry, so he's getting ready to eat. So let's.
Up in the attic where the beams creak low, bass breaker's heart is a steady glow. Little Joey perched up high with pride, taking a spin on a piggyback ride. Bass breaker laughs, his joy ain't small, loves his pizza, loves gabagool, all in all. Little Joey squeaking, they roam so wide, living the dream on a piggyback ride. The floorboards groan beneath his feet, but it's pure love that can't be beat. Little Joey's fur glows in the dim attic light, holding on tight through the moonlit night. Bass breaker laughs, his joy ain't small, loves his pizza, loves gabagool, all in all. Little Joey squeaking, they roam so wide, living the dream on a piggyback ride.
That's a show. Thank you to Beast. Thank you to Little Joey, everyone who called, super chatted, gifted a membership. Back tomorrow, Robbie Sabo, usual time, 10 a.m. We'll get it going. Until then, the show is over. Let's go Knicks tonight. I'll talk to you guys soon. And as always, thanks for watching. Go Jets. Just a couple days away, baby, until the draft of all drafts. Flight Boss up next. What's up, Flight Boss?
Hey, what's up, Jake? I love your show, man. You know, I've been watching you for a while.
That can't be your real voice.
Yeah.
You sound like Darth Vader.
Oh, wait a minute, man. I'm new to this stuff. Let me see. My voice changer.
I don't want to sound like a female or nothing. Wait a minute.
Say, Luke, I am your father. We'll let you go, Flight Boss. We couldn't understand anything at all there. This show never. Give us a little moonwalk.
I can't. I got the ankle. Oh, do you not know what happened?
No. Did something happen recently?
Yeah, when I was in New York, I got hit by a car.
Is there security footage of this? Can I play it on the show?
So they would probably have the footage. I mean, what am I going to do with it now?
Gator's already working on a production of this, so
yeah, I think that's why I didn't want to bring it up.
I'm going to play a drop, and then that's your cue to make a face like you got hit by a car. You ready?
All right, I'll do it.
Here we go. Ready? And Gator writes in, can he throw the headset off and vomit?
Now there's a gas station over here. I'm gonna go get some pizza and see if they have any butter to put on it.
You could have died.
But I didn't.
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. You tried to throw him away, but this man's coming back. Sometimes he's fat or thin. That waistband makes him slim. He's got the fix you need. They call him sexy. Rexy.
Fuck Gruden, he's no Jet. I'm here to crack some skulls. I'll turn these boys to men. This team is stacked with pros. Hire me, you won't break your purse. I'm here to break the curse. They call me sexy. Rexy. Fuck all you naysayers.
Ooh, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy, Rexy, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy, Rexy, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy, Rexy, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy, Rexy.
Excuse me.